Hello everyone, I am Dr. Nandita Barthwal from Kailash Hospital, Sector 27, Noida. Today is Cancer Awareness Day. So let's see what we know about cancer and what we can do to prevent it. Cancer is one of the most devastating condition and is the leading cause of death worldwide. So what is it? What is cancer actually? We have cells. Cells divide and grow in an orderly manner based on their genetic makeup. But an error in DNA replication at the time of division can lead to mutation and which changes the cell's behavior. Now these cells are abnormal cells which are removed by our robust immune system, but sometimes they oversmart the immune system and they grow, they organize and divide uncontrollably, forming a tumor affecting the tissue. There has to be at least 6 mutations before a cell becomes a cancerous cell. So it actually takes a long period of time for a cell to become a cancerous cell. So let's see what are the things that can create mutation in a cell. So one is genetics, then lifestyle. Lifestyle includes our diet, our exercise regimes, alcohol, tobacco, then certain pesticides, fertilizers that are being used rampantly, radiations. Certain infections and inflammation can give you this kind of mutations. And we have hormones in our body. They per se will not cause cancer, but they sometimes may support the cancer cells. So let's see what we can do to prevent this disease. So first is the lifestyle. Our diet has over a decade, over 2 or 3 decades, our lifestyle has changed remarkably. Now we are more focused into processed foods, into instant coffees and immediate foods, packaged foods, more of namkeens and bakery products and Pepsis and colas. So these all have taken a toll on our health. And secondly, many of us follow certain fat diets, which is like low in fat, low in carbohydrate, high in protein diet. So all these, basically our body needs a balanced amount of carbohydrate, fat and proteins, minerals and vitamins. So an intelligent balanced diet is what is required for our body to thrive normally and in a healthy manner. Food is just not food, it is a medicine also, and health is in our kitchen. Whatever we drink or we eat affects us directly. Now diet will affect our cellular growth, and it can also affect certain mutations in 30 to 35% of cases. A balanced diet, preferably a plant-based diet that is more of vegetables, more of fruits is recommended, and 50% of the consumption should be raw. Secondly, the oil that we use should be seed-based oil such as groundnut oils and mustard oils. It is an absolute no for the processed food, for the refined food such as maida and sugars. For sweeteners, one can use dates, raisins, dried apricots, jaggery. This can be used. One should include nuts and seeds in our diet. And preferably, if one can actually have an access to the things, should use organic product. This is just trying to prevent pesticides, certain pesticide and fertilizers that are being used. The other way one can do is one can wash the fruits and vegetables very thoroughly and very thoroughly. That is it. Vitamin D has been linked to cancer, but not as a causation. So take a lot of sunlight. Be out in the fields or in the gardens or in the playgrounds, whatever. So take a lot of sunlights. Eat in moderation. Fasting also helps in repair of the tissues. Certain fruits and vegetables. There's a whole lot of list of fruits and vegetables, legumes and nuts and oils and dairy products that are very, very healthy for your body, which you can eat and prevent diseases. So one should try to include at least 5 of all these healthy products into their diet. Now the basics in kitchen. The basics in kitchen: avoid teflons, avoid plastics. It is very, very important that we cook our food in iron vessels or mud vessels or steel vessels. For storage also, it is preferable to have glassware or steel utensils. It is important to have clean drinking water. Our drinking water, which we have, though of course we have RO waters at every house, but that is contained in a plastic container. So it is important that we take out that water and store it in either a copper vessel or a mud vessel. So this is regarding diet. Second comes the exercise. Exercise is proven beyond doubts to reduce the risk of cancer, and even in a cancer patient it is known to inhibit cancer growth and improves the tolerance to the treatment. So what is the recommended exercise? Exercise should be done at least 30 minutes per day for 6 weeks or 45 minutes per day for 4 days in a week. So regular exercise greatly improves your physical and mental health. It increases your improves your hormone levels, it improves your sleep, it improves your breathing, it reduces anxiety and depression and reduces the coexisting diseases. So exercise is the most important lifestyle change that one should inculcate in them. Certain supplements mainly are herbs and vitamins and minerals. So if one is deficient in these minerals and vitamins, one should definitely take the supplements, and they can support the healing process. But this is only with respect to correcting diet and exercise regimes. Vaccination. It is important that we vaccinate our girl child with cervical cancer vaccine. This is the only cancer which has a vaccine, and it should be given from 9 years to 26 years preferably, but it of course can be given till 45 years of the age. All girls should be vaccinated. They prevent cervical cancer and are also known to prevent vaginal and vulval cancers. Now screening forms of fourth aspect. Screening is basically to catch the precancerous lesion. The lesion which may transform into cancer, maybe say 10 years, 5 years later. So one can catch those precancerous lesions and treat them, or we detect the cancer in a very first stage. It is very important to know here that early detection of cancer is very much curable. So for breast cancer, one should go for self-breast examination, mammography. MRI again is a test where there is confusion or there is high suspicion of the lesion. Cervical screening can be done by pap smear, HPV DNA. For colon cancer, colorectal cancer, colonoscopy is done. For lung cancer, CT scan is done, and in men for prostate, PSA, that is prostate specific antigen, is detected. Now besides all this, health is not just physical, it is also mental and emotional. It is very, very important that we address our mental health and also our emotional health. It is important to quell the repressed feelings. All the suppressed emotions from the past, such as fear, anger and trauma, sadness and even happiness, leads to energetic blockade, and these energetic blockades then eventually leads to physical diseases. On the other hand, neuropeptides such as cortisol, epinephrine and adrenaline, these are stress hormones. They help at the time of stress, but if there is a perpetual state or extended period of these hormones in the body, it may lead to depression of your immune system, and it may prevent your healing. So the idea is not that one should be in a perpetual state of happiness. One should experience the emotion, whatever it is, anger, stress, sadness, fear, whatever the emotion is, feel the emotion completely and let it go. Letting go is very, very important. So once we have a positive emotion, once we enhance our positive emotion, the positive hormones are also increased, which reduces our blood pressure, improves our circulation, it deepens our breathing, increases natural killer cells RBC and WBC, and it helps our immune system. So this is important, but it's easier said than done. So what should we do to inculcate all these positive emotions in our life? So we first think to list your thoughts and emotions, so you know where and what emotion is troubling you. Forgive yourself, forgive your friends, relatives, whosoever you think have done something bad to you. Just forgive them and let it go. Start the day with a smile and a gratitude. Be grateful for the new day, for the sun We have seen in last few weeks how bad the things were when there was no sun the whole day and the whole week. So we know, so be grateful for the sun, for the air. In spite of such bad quality, we still are breathing. That is also a boon, and we should be grateful for that. Should be grateful for the family that we have, the extended family that we have. So minimize the media. Minimize the media. You can be very selective and very choosy about the media. Of course, you should be aware of things of the things that are going around. But media mostly has all the negative news. So try to minimize the media. Socialize with your friends and family. Have fun evenings. Have fun outings with your family and friends. Spirituality. Finally, spirituality. Connect with yourself and with the energy within. So how can we do that? One of the thing that we can do is meditation. Meditation has been extensively studied, and it has been proven beyond doubts that it is beneficial for your body. It helps in your healing. It increases melatonin, and it reduces the density of the brain, which are associated with anxiety and stress, and it increases the density of the brain associated with empathy and memory. They even increase the telomerase activity. Telomerase is one of the anti-aging hormones. So it can even change the expression of the genes. In spite of having a defective chromosome, the expression of that cell can be changed through meditation. So one can actually switch on the healthy cells and switch off on the unhealthy cells. So how spiritual practice can be done by deep breathing, by pranayam, by meditation, guided meditations, by prayers that may include japa and chanting, and one can always join a spiritual group. So in conclusion, the things that one can inculcate in life to reduce the chances of having cancer is to improve diet. Diet should be a common sense, balanced, time tested, seasonal and local diet. Exercise absolutely must. The regular screening of breast and cervical cancer and other cancers if one is at risk. Vaccination. Lactation is known to prevent breast cancer and improve mental health. This can be done by practicing mindfulness, gratitude, affirmations. Be at peace with yourself and people around. And finally, spirituality. Thank you very much.